Welcome everyone to join our GLU today. Um, Let me ask you some question first. Today is the part 2 for the explosive business in 2022. Do you want to get your superpower? If you do, put superpower for me. And if you want to join live, you join live, put live. If you join replay, put replay. And let me do some, before I have my guests come in today, I'm very excited. I have a few guests waiting for me at the backstage. Let me do a little bit housekeeping first. I would like to remind and everybody, tomorrow we have the one-day intensive class. And if you would like to join, please go to this link to sign up. This class is, I would say, this is help you to break through the whole year for 2022 for your business. And they will be talk about how to start a business, how to do the profit, how to upscale your business. So if you would like to join in, and please sign up through this link. The class is a lot of information. We have 4 trainers. We have our CEO, Simon Lung, will teach us how to do the business and online. And also we have Terence Yao, and Terence Yao is 4 different company CEO. He specialized to help people to scale up their business. And we also have our mentor, Chen Yu, and he also specialized to help people to change how the people to change their company, to scale up the company. And also he's very good on sell and close deal. And we also have another trainer, and is our everybody know him, Nicholas. And he also will be the trainer for the one-day master class. Okay, so then the next thing I want to remind, and we have the second webinar today. And if you want to join, you can go to this link as well. And today the webinar is talk about the how to do their agency. They have a special class, and I would like you to go in because I love a lot of good information there. Okay, now I should get my over to reduce. I should get my first guest to come in. Hi, George. How are you?
Hi, Annie. How are you? Hi, GrooveAsia community. Hello.
Can you maybe have introduce yourself, because maybe there's other new members don't know you.
Sure thing. My name is George Nagaska. I'm based in Tokyo, Japan, and I'm one of the mentors for GrooveAsia community, and currently leading to grow the Japanese community in Japan.
It's very good. George, yeah, I know you also scale up your and level up yourself to join the protege program. How do you feel about this program? Do you, you know, what do you think have a potential to have profitable skill, and you will learn and implement for versus your investment?
So the protege program, if you think about it, I've have done presentations in the past, and I've done a lot of different types of presentations, especially in front of groups of colleagues at work. But that's a totally different sort of training and presentation that I've been able to experience. You're typically, when you're doing that, you're talking and presenting to your manager or staff. But with the protege program, I believe that what you'll be able to gain from this process and program are the tools and tool sets, skill sets that will help you better connect with many people, especially a large audience. Most likely you will not know, and to be able to quickly develop a rapport with them in relatively short amount of time so that you can present and sell your ideals, products, and services through the spoken word. Now, I believe that by developing the know-how of how to present and speak on the virtual and actual stage would be anyone's greatest assets. For example, knowing how to prepare for a speaking event or knowing how to execute it or even how to follow up on opportunities afterwards. And I believe that success is in direct correlation with your ability to create value for people by providing solutions that help people who are looking for answers. And so the potential profitability by completing the protege program, I believe, would be far more than the initial investments. And I believe through this opportunity, it will open up many, many different types of challenges and also opportunities which may not have been available if you try to do it alone or in your own way.
Yeah, I think it's very good about we can, to scale up our skill set, right? Um, and do you recommend this program? How you recommend this program to the other members in our community?
Well, I had some questions about the program when I was considering it, and I think two come to mind. I was considering whether the program would enable me to become a better presenter or a more effective speaker, and would I learn uh, things that would provide me or give me more confidence to speak in front of a large audience. And the answers to that after evaluating different things is yes. I do believe that you know with this program, you through some training and coaching from the mentors, you will definitely become more proficient and you'll be successful. So I definitely think the program will provide great results for anyone that's participating.
So when you know this program, what is the first reaction you have? Do you have like hesitate, like procrastinating about the decision you make, thinking about to, join this program? Do you have hesitate?
Sure. So I think I based it on two criteria or two things I was looking at. As I mentioned, whether I was going to be able to gain the skill sets and learn and be able to speak in front of a large group and be an effective speaker. Ideally, I'd like to become a coach of my own um, and to be able to get there much faster. And so this program definitely, I feel, would enable me to get there much faster than if I had tried to figure things out on my own. And the other point there is this opportunity. Um, I question whether this would be available at some other point in time. And I think because of the limit availability of the program, I think it just makes sense to invest the time and effort to learn from the industry leaders and experts. And the great thing is that I know these guys, I like these guys, and I definitely trust what they will be presenting and teaching us.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited about that too. Okay, thank you, George. Let me invite my second guest, and is Dylan. Hi,
Hi,
Dylan. How are
GrooveAsia
you?
community. Hi, Annie. Hi,
Hi,
George.
hi. Um, do the same thing. Can you introduce yourself?
Introduce myself.
Yeah, you
Sure.
are one of the leaders.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to be here. So my name is Dylan Xiao from Penang, Malaysia, to be exact. I'm a business coach by profession, but since middle of last year, I've been invest myself in time and money heavily into affiliate marketing and into Groove platform, and recently also become an agency helping a lot of people to do web designs and also some SEO stuff. So that's me. So day day job as a business coach. Nighttime on my free time, I do Groove Asia a lot.
How long have you been in with Asia?
To be exact, I think somewhere around in July 2021. That's where I started to join GrooveAsia Facebook group and saw all the activities and event. Then I try to make the commitment to follow through, and follow Simon, follow Saint Nicholas, our Nicholas, uh, and yeah, from there have been 6 months. I think 6 months for now in the community.
Yeah. What did you gain from GrooveAsia for so far?
Wow. I think that's a lot that I've gained, First of all, before anything else, I have gained a lot of friends, a good friends, like-minded friends within the community itself. We have yourself, Annie, we have Nicholas, we have George, we have so many other people, like-minded, wanted to help other people around the world to find their freedoms. I think this is our mission in the community as well, and that's one thing. I think that's my top priority. Then secondary or tertiary, I would say all the technical skills, the platform itself. I think that's fantastic. There's so much potential that we can do that we have yet to uncover the uh, full full gemstone of full value yet.
Um, I know you also like everybody level up yourself, join our the Photoshape program. Um, why do you feel now is the right time to sign up the Photoshape program?
I think pretty similar with George's answer, but I will put it in my own words. Um, because if you look at Google, Amazon, and YouTube or Instagram, how they started. When they started, they are just nobody, a company with a couple of founders, maybe just two founders, like in some Snapchat and WhatsApp. So at the beginning, nobody is going to notice you, but soon, once they gain the traction, they will ride on an exponential growth curve. But when it's right on the exponential growth curve, then nothing will stop them. They will grow tremendously, very, very fast. And I feel myself, I don't want to miss the bandwagon. So I would want to invest my time, invest the money to jump on the bandwagon at the very beginning stage. Because when I miss this bandwagon, I am not sure when it's going to offer to us again in the future. Not don't say in the future. Maybe the second quarter of the year, second half of the year, or next year. I'm not sure when this protege program is gonna be made available to all of us.
Yeah. Um, and do you suggest this program to the others members?
Um, I have a tricky answers over here. Okay, so do I suggest this program? Um, I know that I will want to say yes, but I don't want to say yes to everybody. Because why? Because if you're not committed, please don't join. Please don't waste Simon's time, don't waste Terrence's time, don't waste Cheng Yu's time, and John's time. So don't join if you're not committed. don't join if you don't love our GrooveAsia community. Don't join. If you have no faith in Simon, in Terence, in John, or the community itself, or you have ever have a single doubt about what we are trying to offer here, don't join. Okay, so if you think that there is a chance that you might potentially betray or dishonor any one of us, the leaders here, don't join, because we only want the like-minded you, the true believer, and we can success together to join us. So that's my, a different way of answering your questions.
Yeah, you always have to answer. But yeah, I agree. If you are like us, have a like-minded and also believer, and to join this program, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and to add on to that, right, I also don't wish to have too many proteges. Why? If we have too many proteges, we have lesser focus from Simon, John, and Terence. Myself, selfishness, I want to have more focus from them. So yeah, funny way to
You
answer.
are truly believer, very honest. Hey, if anybody is a believer, put believer in the comments for us. Oh, okay. So, is there anything you suggest to to our audience about the protege? What do you see in the future about the protege after you've done the class?
Um, Again, we are at a very beginning stage. A lot of things still, a lot of people can say it's quite messy, still not very structured yet, in terms of the path, in terms of the system, the mechanism. But hey, again, look at those, those tech company back when they started. A lot of things also very unstructured, very, very messy. But if we don't believe in the same mission that we always mention, to helping others around the world to find their freedom, and you want to wait until everything has been solidified, has been structured, has been clearly panned out, and again, you might have missed the biggest opportunity and in the whole world, right? So always find something that align with your purpose, align with your values, then it's okay that you don't join here, but somewhere else that where you can find a purpose, go and join it. But here, if you have the same belief like us that we want to help you, me, anyone to be a millionaire, I myself want to be the multi-millionaire, Nicholas maybe
Did
already
I say
multi-millionaire.
that? Did I say that?
Yeah. So I mean, eventually the product that we're gonna get, to be free to do whatever we want, right, and to help others people in the process. So, and there are tons of opportunity gonna come. This is just a first half of the year. Second half of the year, like Simon and John has mentioned so many times, there will be upcoming projects that will be initiated, and we're gonna need a lot of leaders like yourself sitting in the community group that to step up to help up and run the projects. So we are in need of the capable leaders that have the same mindset uh, to jump in the bandwagon together. So that's what I would say to all the community members here.
Can I ask you a surprise question?
I thought you said no surprise question today.
But I think I should ask you a surprise question.
Come on, shoot, go ahead.
Before you sign up this protege program, did you talk to your wife?
No, I did not. She didn't know about it. I mean,
Why? Why?
it's nice that you respect the people around you, your family, your partners, your boss, so whoever it is. It's nice to ask them, but let's go to the selfish mode. This thing is for you or for her. Do you think that after going through this protege program is going to help you to find more opportunity to enable yourself, to become a better person, to become more capable speaker, more capable coach, more capable whatever it is, Do you think that the potential that can bring you more values, more monetary values, and also at another level? If the answer is yes, then you should decide, you know, by yourself what you need to do in order to reach a higher goal and to be a better person. Once you become a better person, I don't think that your partners, your family, your son and kids, or your wife going to complain that you have become better, right? So I just told you the answer. So if you are still thinking that you still need to ask somebody about it, you decide. It's your life, your choice. Okay, you decide what you want to be. If you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. If you believe that you can do it, eventually you'll be there. That's what I will say.
Very good.
Any more
Okay, let me
surprises?
get George come in because I'm going to take the challenge because before it's in the backstage, because myself also joined the protege and both of them ask, "Hey Annie, can I ask you the question?" And then they host, they take turn to ask me questions. Okay, now you can ask me question. Danny first, maybe ask me question, I answer.
How soon you signed up after hearing from this protege program?
How soon? Okay, let me tell you the question. This program, I literally am the one to ask Simon before he launched this program. I keep asking. I wait for 6 months and I ask him, when are you going to open this program? Because I saw this, he have this program before. And then I thought, oh, when do you have it? When do you have it? So
Okay, so
yeah.
my follow-up question will be, why do you believe in Simon so much that you want to become his protege? Can you share
Well,
with
just
the audience here?
I uh, let me let you know. I know what I want to be. I know I care very clear mind. I know what I want to become because I told everybody I want to become a professional speaker, and I also want to be professional trainer. I'm actually already a trainer for different classes, but I want to be a trainer for the business. For the business, that's why I know this program will help me to unlock my greatness, and also will uh, achieve the higher potential to get my superpower. That's why I really want this program.
Thank you for your honesty. Josh, do you have any follow-up question?
Well, that's tough to follow after you. Yeah, I think you asked all my questions. But
Sorry.
Annie, I'd like to ask you, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, if you focus on your weaknesses, how do you think this program will help you to improve?
Well, my weaknesses is, as may someone know, and at very beginning, I'm an accountant, and I work in the accountant field. So, and then I'm not really have a lot of opportunity to have a public speaking. And I really have to say again to everybody in here, right? I have to say again, I do everybody. I admire Simon how he, do this public speaking, how to do the training, how he talk. I really admire him. That's why this is my witness. That's why you see me a lot because I take the opportunity. I don't want the opportunity gone, and I really didn't talk to my loved one about this too. I just joined in because I wait for this program for a long time, and I always say to people, don't have the limited belief because it's something you want to take the opportunity to join in to learn all the things you need to break through your purpose and then get your purpose to for your rest of the life. I would say that's why. Yeah, that I think that is my answer for that.
Very
Is
good.
there any surprise question?
I have one more.
Sure.
Um, What if it fails? What if it doesn't give you what you expect from the protege program? So what will you do?
I will say for me, um, life is not the outcome. Uh, everything, life is the process, right? You have to embrace the process. A lot of people honestly ask me. A lot of people ask me, "Well, you show up a lot, you do a lot of things, and you go to also take care of Cantonese team. But is it easy? It's not easy.
No.
I face a lot of. I told many people I face a lot of negative from people as well. But you know what? Like Denin said, it's something you need to do for yourself. And I also got people told me, Annie, you change. I got friends told me he met me 3 years ago. Annie, you totally different person. I cannot believe you talk about marketing and talk about website and everything. And that is, I believe, you need to know the process. The process make me, really want to continue what I do, what I love to do.
Thank you.
Is happy my answer?
No, I think it resonated so much with what I mentioned earlier when you asked me the questions. So what I said was, if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. If you don't believe it that you are going to be successful, you are not going to be successful, right? Because you are doubting yourself that you can also be there. So we are already setting a limit or setting a boundary, so you cannot break through. So if you believe that you can be there, eventually maybe you might not hit the moon, but you can still hit somewhere, hit some star, hit some very tall trees, hit some tall buildings, right? So aim high, and believe in yourself. Eventually, with all the mentors and leaders in the community, I think we can be there together. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I believe that too, because it's not only belief, it's really, you need to work on it, right? It's not, you just not, you cannot just, give you the opportunity, honestly. It give you everything good, but you not work on it. It's
Yeah.
that equal nothing, right? Yeah. George, do you have any question for me? You can ask any question. We let people know this is live, but we never planned the question.
So I imagine like everyone else, they have good days and bad days. And so when you are having a not so good day, how do you stay positive, and how do you keep going on with your lives, and keeping things relevant and positive within your community?
Um, I'm a very patient person. Um, I also coachable. Okay. I'm very lucky. I get I when I come in Groove, I got a good mentor, and he also give patient to me, give me time, and I learn a lot. So this is something um, people cannot see, but I gain a lot from that. And at the time when let's say I get the people compliment me, I help them and I see their smile and they're happy and appreciate me, say something good to me, and even without letting me know, I suddenly know, oh, okay, I'm happy. So I really love this, wherever I get, from helping people. I think the main thing is, uh, think about how to help people to change their life. That is the thing I really want to achieve, and I believe wherever we done, one day we will get wherever we should get. So don't expect. I always say, don't expect what you get. Embrace the process. You will learn a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree totally with your comments. I think you have to have a certain vision on what to expect in the future. And if it's a very positive outlook and how you can contribute to GrooveAsia, and also how you may potentially, benefit by growing your own community and helping others as a source of inspiration and how to stay positive. So a lot of good people here in the community, and I just want to say thank you, Annie, for your consistent positive attitude. I think it's just contagious to everyone else, to the other mentors as well.
Wow, thank you. Very nice compliment from George. And I also thank you for all the mentors and all the VA and how me and I think teamwork is very important.
Yeah.
And we go through a lot of events and also go through learn a lot of things. Right, it's a process. So I really love that. Yeah. So no, any other question for me?
Not from my side. I think that asked enough today. We can keep it for the next session, somewhere in the future.
How about George?
I can't think of anything at the moment. So yes, I'm in the same position.
But I
Okay,
also want
yeah.
to thank Andy for your continuous consistency, providing your positivity throughout the group and communities. That's what we all need. So
Well,
keep it up.
it is
Yeah.
my pleasure to work with you guys, and I think is Groove is everybody know is a very good platform, right? And I truly believe the platform can help a lot of people to grow their business or help them to start a business, right? Yeah. Okay, then you know what? Today I have a surprise secret cheerleader at the back. Can I ask him to come out? Who
Who is
won?
it? Who is
Who
it?
won cheerleader? Put cheerleader on the chat for me. Then I let that cheerleader come out.
Simon,
Cheerleader. Who's the cheerleader?
Hi,
Oh,
cheerleader.
Hey, here we are. Hello, everybody. Dylan, George, Annie. Great to see you all as always. What an inspirational little set that was, giving people an understanding of what's coming up and what we're doing. So, look, I've got a couple of my own comments, right, that I think I'll throw out there because some of you who've known me, and I've been in the community with GrooveAsia before GrooveAsia even launched, right? Simon and I were working on the processes way before that. But here's something that's really interesting that a lot of people don't realize and may not realize, even with all the expertise that you believe that I have. And I do have a lot of expertise, there's no question about that. But guess what? It didn't come from my own mind, like just appeared, right? It comes because I surrounded myself with positive people. And more importantly, I got involved with mentors. I have my own mentors, right? You need a mentor if you want to succeed. I mean, even in a job, right? Which does not talk about jobs too much, but even in a job, when you start in a position, you always start at the bottom and you graduate, right? And how do you graduate to the next position? It's because the person above you educates you on what is required to get that done. That's how it happens. So technically speaking, you have a mentor, right? You need a mentor. If you don't have a mentor in business, you don't know if you're doing something wrong because let's be honest, you don't know what you don't know. And unless someone points it out to you, you're never going to know. You're never going to get better at something you don't know doesn't even exist. And that's the whole point of what's coming up with this protege program right now. Before I dig into a little bit more details about that, and because Annie and George and Dylan have really covered the reasons why, and I'll go over some of my reasons why I think you should be there. And guess what? I've put my hand up. I'm showing up too, right? Irrespective, I'm showing up, right? I'm going to be there. And I'm going in with the mindset of I'm going to learn something new. I'm not going in as a trainer. I'm going in to learn. I want to learn this stuff. Yes, there may be some things I already know, but I'm going to get the information about what I may already know from somebody else who has a different perspective on the same thing. And here's something that I say to people all the time. You're building a something as simple, and I say it's simple. For some of you, it may not be at the moment, but it will be. But something as simple as building a website. Okay, when you're coming up with all these ideas and you're putting in all your buttons and your links and your colors and your images and you do all this stuff, right? You get excited and you will end up with what they call page blindness. You will not see the mistakes you've made, right? You won't see them. So the only way you're going to be able to correct something is to go to a mentor, is to go to somebody else that's better at it than you. And even if they're not better, right, they could be on the same level. They may know less than you. And sometimes people that know less than you when it comes to like viewing a website is great because they can go, I don't like that function. That's too difficult to understand. And that's what you need to know to get better, right? Again, that's what mentors and proteges are for, right? You work together as a team. You may be a protege, but the whole idea here is with a mentor, their job is to make you the best you can be. And a really good mentor, like the ones we have in the program that's coming up, their ambition and their ultimate goal is to make you better than they are. That's their ultimate goal. That's a great mentor. And we have them. And how do we know? Because we've seen what they've done in the past. Now, we all know that past history is not a guarantee for what's happening in the future. But the only way to get to the future is to take some action on what's being presented to you, right? So, look, the mentor program is coming up this weekend, and we've mentioned this before, or the protege program. If you want to get in, and I'd highly recommend you do, but based on what Dylan mentioned before, right, you've got to have the right attitude about it. If you want to get into the protege program or find out more about it, then just type protege in the chat and one of the team will reach out to you with more information.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're still not convinced on the quality of the materials and the training you're going to get, what I want you to do is this. I want you to sign up for the free intensive that starts, is it tomorrow, Annie? I think it's tomorrow,
Yes,
right?
it's
Free
tomorrow.
intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up for the free intensive. Get into the free intensive and have a look at the quality of the training and the information you're going to be provided with. And then what I want you to do while you're doing that training is imagine that level of training being delivered to you and access to a trainer of that high quality every day of your life for the next 12 months as a protege. And if you can see that value, then don't wait till the end of tomorrow's training, right, to say, I want in on the protege program. Just get in. Now, I've heard it. Dylan had a good answer today. Did he ask his wife? No. Right. I love that because a lot of us come up with this, oh, I've got to ask them about spending this money or that money or whatever. My question to you is, if you're thinking a program is too expensive, what I want you to do is this. When you finally find out what the cost is, and we're not going to talk about cost now because really it's irrelevant to what your future holds for you. You're going to 10 times, 1,000 times that back over. And everybody in this room knows that. But thinking about the fact that it is over 12 months, when you finally see the price, what I want you to do is break that down and work out what the cost is per day. And I'm telling you, it's going to be pennies a day. It works out to be pennies a day, less than a cup of coffee a day. And if you're like me, who's a coffee drinker, right? If you're a tea drinker, I bet you have more than one cup of coffee a day, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a time you want to make the difference. If you want to make the difference for yourself, For the others, for the world, this is the time for you to join the protege.
Yeah, exactly right. It really is the must attend program of 2022. And some of the other questions, and I've heard these, and people have asked us, and we have conversations with people, and they say it's not the right time. And I say to them, if not now, when? When are you going to be ready? When are you going to be ready to change that mindset? When are you going to be ready to take action? Because if you don't put a date on it, it'll never happen. It will never happen. And I don't care how big your dreams are, dreams take action. If you don't take action, you might as well just throw the dream in the bin because it's going nowhere. It's up to you. You have to take some action. Um, Dylan didn't even question it before, right? Neither did George, and I don't think Annie has either. And some people look at it and go, "Oh, maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too expensive." Really? Compared to what? Like, the question I'm going to ask you is this: how many products and services have you bought over the last 12 months that do absolutely nothing, that are sitting on your hard drive gathering dust? How many memberships? How many pieces of software? How much money have you spent on your business? Domain names, hosting, autoresponders. Let's just start adding it up. Because the problem with most people is they don't add it up, right? They spend some money today, and a month or two down the track, they forgot about it because it's in the past. But is it in the past? Because it's hampering your future. You need a structured program, and that's exactly what you're going to get with the mentorship under the protege program, right? You're going to get a structured program that you can work through. And as we've mentioned, when you come out the other side, the opportunities that you are going to be given based on how well you enact the information. So we're not just going to give you information and say, well done, good, here's a gold star, right? That's not how this works. It's not like we're not giving out participation awards. The world's gone nuts, right? Somebody does something and everybody gets an award no matter how well they do. That's not how business works, right? You need to take some action. But if you take the action and you come out the other end with the understanding of what needs to be done, and you can work as part of a team, and you can groove with us literally, right? You can do that. The opportunities that are going to open up for you and the potential revenue streams that you can be attached to as part of what we're doing, this is no joke. It's going to run into the millions, right? And millions, and I literally mean that, the millions upon millions. And you're going to have an opportunity to be at the bottom floor. Dylan and George mentioned it before. Can you imagine getting in on the ground floor of Microsoft when the guys were working out of a shed? Like a shed, no air conditioner, right? Nothing, just a shed. And they were building computers. And look what Microsoft turned into. What about Apple, right? What happened there? What about Amazon? Now, are we saying to you that we're as big as them? No, we're not saying we're as big as them. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we're in the same position they were before that hockey stick curve kicked off. And if you knew right now what you knew about those companies in the start, right, would you have got involved? Absolutely you would, right? Because you know where they've gone, right? And it's because they have great teams, they have great leaderships, they have great mentor, they have direction, they have structure. That's what we're going to give to you. We don't want you to come in, as Dylan said, get the information and leave. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for people who really seriously want to be a part of what we're doing long term. We want somebody with the character to walk around and wear the brand with pride and say, I was there at the beginning.
I totally agree. I totally agree, Nicholas. We need to, stop, think about, stop, put up the negative and think about you cannot do it. we approach the positive, right? So
Well,
George,
it's a great question, Eddie, right? Can you do it? Well, the only person that can answer that is you. Because we can give you the tools, we can give you the information, we can
I,
support you along the way. Can
I
you
will
do it?
say, yeah, I will say everybody can do it. So it's
Yeah.
like an opportunity here, and just up to you, you want to take it or not, because this is a very intense program, and like um like I said, the trainer want train you to be success.
Mm.
So it's a time for you guys to think about: do you want to break through to get your high potential? This is very important. And then to know, in this day, because this Photoshop program also will train you as a speaker, right? In this day, you need to rock in the stage, right? You need to rock in the Zoom to talk to people virtually. You need to talk to people to give training, and in the stage or even virtual stage. So this is very important. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you need to take these things seriously because they are serious, right? Take them
Uh,
seriously, but you don't need to be overly serious, right? I mean, when I'm doing something, I'm focused, right? You need to be focused on it. You definitely need to be focused. But once you understand what's going on with it, you can have a bit of fun with it, right? That's the way it is. Look, there's a couple of aspects of this program that you may not have even thought about or realized. I'm going to just touch on them very briefly, right? So, one of the things that Simon is going to be discussing with you is the train the trainer attitude, right? Now, that's twofold. It's okay to be a good trainer, and you need to understand how to be good at training not only yourself to get things done, but if you want to multiply that effect, you need to understand how to train others, right? You need to understand what it takes to train somebody else because it's not always going to be easy. They're going to have a lot of questions, right? So, this is another thing that I love, right? People say, oh, I don't know about doing something, or I don't know about talking to somebody else. They may say no. Great. That's fantastic if they say no. Do you know why? Because that's the end of it. The problems start when they say yes, because now you've got to answer questions. Now you've got to get serious. Now you've got to support them, right? The problem is not with people saying no. The problem starts when they say yes, because then you've got to take action, right, and get moving. So, train the trainer with Simon is going to be instrumental in you being able to grow your business, and that's the first part of this program. And as I said, not to mention the 12 months of ongoing. So, if you have issues on doing something with that particular aspect of the program, Simon's going to be there to back you up. See, Simon is about to do exactly what he's teaching. He's not there just to teach you something or walk away with this protege program. He is there for the next 12 months, right? But it's up to you to ask the questions because he doesn't know what your problems are. What do you think? He's a mind reader? None of us are, right? If you get an issue, you need to ask it, but you need to also learn to ask it in a polite and managed fashion, right? Don't get overly frustrated and, oh, God damn, because otherwise you'll end up with hair like me, right? I've been doing this for 30 plus
yeah.
years, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen.
I agree. Like I said, this training is for trainer. It's for example, like George, he have his own coaching program. He want to be a coach. George, this is for how to be speak in not even just teaching. Sometimes teaching, you need to know how to sell your class. This is also the other skill we're going to learn, right?
And
Yeah.
sometimes you need to learn when to be quiet, believe it or not, right? Sometimes the best thing you can do for somebody else is to give them the information. And when they come back and say, oh, what do I do next? Have you done that yet? And if they haven't, Say nothing until they do, because they have to take action, right? You cannot hold their hand. You're not in primary school anymore. We're not going to be holding your hand, walking you across the street. We're going to give you everything you need, and we're going to train you, but you have to take action. You have to take some responsibility for this. It's your life. It's your business. We will help you succeed, but we're not going to do it for you, right? We're not going to do everything for you. We can't. We just don't have enough people to do everything for everybody else. If that's the way the world work, then we'd all be millionaires already. I know some of us are, right? But the rest of the world would be. And then where would the value in that be? There wouldn't be any value. The value comes from you taking some action. Look, the second thing I want to talk about very quickly when it comes to this protege program is the fact that Terence Yao, always get his last name wrong, and I apologize for that. But Terence has built multiple $1 million businesses. This guy knows his numbers. He knows how to take a part of a company and separate it off and turn it into a whole new company on its own, right? And that's really about masterminding. It's about understanding the processes and placement of the financial structures of a business. And if you don't understand that, you're never going to be able to grow your business, right? So training a trainer is one thing, but you need to understand how to scale, right? Which is why I said again, if you really want to know the very bottom line basics of what this protege program is going to be, make sure you turn up to the Start, Profit and Scale that starts tomorrow. The free intensive, right? That is going to give you a really good baseline insight into what's coming. And it's a fraction. It's like a pin drop in the ocean of what you're going to get out of the protege program. And the last thing I want to talk about is Ching Yu and the last part of the program that he's going to be running with the protege program. And it's about running events to profit. Now, if you've ever been involved in an event, whether it's online or offline, right? And I want you to think about this. If you've ever been to a rock concert or you've ever been to a theater with a premiere, do you think these things just magically happen? No. They take a lot of work, a lot of planning, and a lot of team development to get these things to work. And if you're going to get the information on how to do that, you need to understand it clearly that it is not just about you, which is why what Dylan was saying before, it is critical if you're going to get into this protege program that you understand you're part of a team for the long run, the hockey stick curve of income, right? Because events management is not an easy task, and it takes a dedicated team to make it happen, right? And that's what we're going to teach you. So you will end up being in a place where you can train the trainer. You can help scale your business. You're going to understand the numbers. You're going to know what it takes to run an event and do what Mike and Donna Fox and the team at Groove have done, where they have $1 million days. That stuff doesn't happen in 2 minutes, doesn't happen in 5 minutes. It can take months of planning, and you need a team to do it. So if you really want to succeed in the future, just show up to the protege program, but make sure you're willing to not only invest your money in it, but your time. Ask questions, stay plugged into the team, and get some development processes on the ground that are going to help you grow and profit and scale from now into the future. Because what you do today could potentially leave a legacy behind for you and your family for decades to come. You might just be the change. It really is up to you. It's really up to you. Anyway, that's enough for me. That's enough hardcore.
Thank you for my secret guest cheerleader. Yeah. So I think it's time is for the parting word. George. Do you have any last parting word you want to tell our members?
So hopefully, what we presented has uh, triggered some thinking for yourself to consider the protege program. If you're thinking about it, make a decision. Hope to see you join the program and show up on the first day, which is this Saturday. So hope to see you there.
Denon?
Apologize. I'm going to have a slightly longer parting words. So follow up with what Nicholas has mentioned, right? So if I were to ask you this question, do you know the international speaker how much they can close per session in one day? Now, on the high end, if you want to reach $1 million a day, you can still do it. Medium, average people, you want to get 100,000 close day per day, is still possible. And the very low end, couple of hundreds, couple of thousand per day of closing, you can. I strongly believe all of you can also can achieve that. So imagine that kind of level. If you can, as a speaker, you can earn up to $1 million per year. How much are you willing to pay for this program itself? If the trainers, the mentors, going to hold you hand by hand, hold you by hand, step by step, and teach you all the way. Imagine you have a business that can earn you a minimum of $1 million in revenue per year, minimum. How much are you willing to pay Terrence to coach you, to guide you to build that kind of level? Think about it. Think about it. How much are you willing to pay? It's not that they have to charge you, and on all that. They can give you for free. But being a coach, being a trainer for so many years, whenever I give something for free, people don't appreciate. People don't want to commit. But if you make them to pay something higher, slightly more expensive, when they feel the pain, when humans feel the pain, that's the only time we will willingly to commit, because we don't want to lose out any single penny that we have invested, right? So it's not that Simon Dior have to charge you at that level of pricing, but to make you commit and to show you it's a right way, the proven way that they have achieved that, and they want you to achieve as well. So that's the parting word I would say. Think about how much is worth to you, then you decide on your own. Thank you.
How about Nicholas? Do you have any parting words?
Oh, do you really want me to keep talking? All right, all right. Well, look, I'm with Dylan and with George, right? It's about attitude. It's about having a vision. It's about having a dream. You really need to build out on what it is you want to do to succeed. And the first question you need to ever ask yourself when you're looking at anything new, right, is this: is what you're currently doing going to get you what you want out of life? And if the answer is no, then you need to make some changes. You need to make some changes. And what you're going to find from that, and what you'll discover is your imagination and your ability to develop new concepts, new ideas, new business plans, and new income streams will only come when you take action and become part of a team, because you can't do it on your own, right? A lot of us have tried. George, I know, tried on his own. I'm sure Dylan's tried things on his own, right? Annie has. I have. I know Simon and the team have. And they'll all tell you the same thing, right? If you want to be a success in life, you need to be part of a team, because you can't do it all on your own. So I want you to imagine where you could be in 12 months from now when you take this program on. And it's not an if, it's a when you take it on. And when is it? Starting tomorrow, right? With the free intensive. Again, if you want in on the protege program, just put a hashtag protege right under the video today. We'll reach out to you and give you all the information, right? But get a dream. Get a dream and hold on to it for dear life, because you only get one life. You need to make the most of it. So take action on it.
Yeah,
Annie,
yeah, take action. My parting word is focus on what you can do and do not focus what you cannot do. And also, this is a really good opportunity. And if gone, and then it will be come back again. For sure, this year won't be come back again for this year.
it's not coming back this year, Annie. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. And make sure you know what you want to become. This is very important because this is really can help you to break through your life and your goal. And yeah, so that is really how people, this will go to different level. That's what I can say. So I
I
think
mean, look,
now is time we close.
one
And
last comment, right? I mean, if you're thinking about, oh, maybe I can wait till next year, there's no guarantee it'll be available next year either. Because what we're doing here is we're educating people to build the right teams to help you build a business and to work with us to expand, right? If we get the number of people we need in round one, there may never be a round two, ever. You understand that? This may be your only opportunity ever. So take some action and get into it now.
okay, so I think now is time for closing. And thank you very much for everyone to watching live. And see you next time. Thank you.
See you guys.
Yeah.